What is good, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, YouTubers of all ages? It's your boy Chaz, the Hitman Styles, and I'm so sorry that I'm late on giving the Monday Night and SmackDown results. But in this video, I will talk about, I will talk about what went down last night and this past Monday on Monday Night Raw, and last night on Tuesday Night SmackDown. And I'll also talk about what happened in the Mixed Match Challenge, who won the finals. But guys, let me talk to you guys real quick, okay? You guys see this right here? Look at this. Look at this. Look at this right here. See? See that? See it pumping up? See? Guys, I'm pumped up. I'm pumped up because this week is WrestleMania week. Now, for those of you guys who don't know about WrestleMania week, let me talk to y'all and break it down to you like this. I mean, we all watch the Super Bowl every year, right? For those of y'all who are football fans, right? Even if your team is not part of the Super Bowl, or if your team is a part of the Super Bowl, we watch Super Bowl every year, because it's the biggest football extravaganza every year. We all have a little get together, we all drink, we all eat, we all sit down, we watch Super Bowl, we watch the halftime show. WrestleMania is the wrestling version of a Super Bowl. And I love WrestleMania week. I love WrestleMania pay-per-view. I love watching the Hall of Fame, which I will watch this Friday on the WWE Network. But enough about that, guys. Let's talk about what went down this past Monday on Monday Night Raw. So, okay, guys. Monday Night Raw, we had the face-off, right? We had the face-off with the team of Triple H and Stephanie facing off with Ronda Rousey and Kurt Angle. Jonathan Coachman was in the middle, you know, like have a little press conference and all. And I would say that press conference went pretty well, although Stephanie McMahon, here's the parts on the press conference that went too far, right? When Stephanie talked about Ronda Rousey, you will lose at WrestleMania in your in-ring debut, and we all know how you handle losses. Now, she went too far on that because when Ronda Rousey lost her very first two matches in the UFC, right? She took it so hard that she thought of committing suicide. I watched YouTube videos, and I even saw her on the Ellen show on YouTube talking about she wanted to commit suicide because she felt like that there was nothing else for her, that she felt like she was nothing after losing the UFC featherweight championship and lost in a rematch to get it back, which I personally believe that no person should ever thought about committing suicide just because you lost two matches. I mean, hey, that's why we get up, we brush ourselves off, and we keep on walking. And that's when she revealed on the Ellen show that her boyfriend, if it wasn't for her boyfriend being by her side and supporting her through the tough times, she might have. But like she told Ellen on the Ellen show that she needs to go ahead and make his babies, which I thought was pretty cute and I thought was pretty funny. But I know along the line she was serious. So when Stephanie made that quote, Ronda Rousey asked Stephanie, "Are you right-handed or left-handed?" She raised her right hand and said, "I'm a righty." And she said, "Oh, that's good, cause I still need someone to still sign my checks after I rip it off." In other words, she's going to rip off Stephanie's right hand. So hey, I'm a righty too. So all I can say is, Stephanie, good luck. And also, after that press conference, Jonathan Coachman was like, "This is not going to go out of hand like the UFC or MMA. This is going to go down in our way, in the old-fashioned way. So Chicago coach and want a photo up, right, of Stephanie facing Ronda Rousey and Triple H facing Kurt Angle. But guys, this is the WWE. Of course, some out of hand contact is gonna go down. Shoot, hey, it happens at press conference, in the ring, and contract signings in the ring. So whatever happens in the ring stays in the ring. So while Stephanie was offering her right hand, right, saying shake my hand, I'm like, Stephanie, what are you doing offering your right hand? What are you doing off your right hand to Ronda Rousey? Do you really want her to rip it off 6 days before WrestleMania? I mean, come on now, Stephanie, think about it. Ronda Rousey got into Stephanie McMahon's face, and Stephanie tried to walk away, and Ronda Rousey like stepped to the side saying, where you going? Where you going? That's when Kurt Angle stepped forward and tried to break him up. Triple H took a microphone and bopped Kurt Angle in the back of his head. And the moment after Kurt Angle fell through the ropes, Ronda Rousey grabbed Triple H by the throat, and Triple H was like, he was struggling. I'm like, ooh, Ronda, do not tear off Triple H's Adam's apple. Please don't. I mean, Triple H was struggling. I mean, the way he was struggling, just like he was struggling the same way how Braun Strowman put his hand on Triple H back in Survivor Series. Back when Triple H won the victory for Team Raw, but Braun Strowman didn't like that. Triple H struggled the exact same way. So Ronda Rousey had her hand around Triple H's throat, and Triple H was struggling, just like how Braun Strowman had his hand around Triple H's throat, and Triple H was struggling. And then that's when Stephanie McMahon picked up Ronda Rousey and put her through a table. The exact same way how Ronda Rousey put Triple H through the table at Survivor Series. But guys, after Ronda Rousey went through the table, she was looking dead on at Stephanie and Triple H after Stephanie got under Ronda Rousey's face saying, that's what you get for messing with the authority. Guys, Ronda Rousey could not take her eyes off Stephanie McMahon, not even for a freaking instant. So that pretty much told me, Stephanie, oh my goodness, thank you for putting Ronda Rousey through a table. You just warmed her up. You just fired her up even more. And then 30 seconds later, Ronda Rousey got back up from being put through the table and was standing alongside Kurt Angle, while Kurt Angle and Ronda Rousey were looking at Triple H and Stephanie walk out of the ramp. So that was a face-off. So, to kick things off, in the very first match of Monday Night Raw, we have Bayley versus Sonya Deville off of Absolution. I would give that match a good 3 stars. 3 stars. Bayley picks up the win after Sonya Deville rolls up for a pinfall maneuver. Bayley kicks out. She tries to kick Bayley with one of her spinning heel kicks. Bayley ducks, rolls her up for the 1, 2, 3. Amy Rose didn't like that, so she comes in the ring, and both her and Sonya Deville, part of Absolution, came in. They were jumping Bayley, and shockingly, Sasha Banks came out, which made it even 2-on-2. They forwarded off Absolution, and then Sasha Banks was checking on Bayley, and Sasha Banks wanted Bayley to raise her hand, and Bayley like, are you serious? Are you serious? I'm the one to got attack here, and you want me to raise your hand and show you thanks like that? I mean, Sasha Banks wanted Bayley to raise her hand like she won a match, or maybe she wanted Bayley to thank her in that way, and then Bayley was trying to explain to her that she got jumped and all that, and you want to celebrate by me raising her hand. And when Sasha Banks put her right hand on Bayley's cheek, such like this, and telling her what to do, Bayley's like, oh no, you're not going to embarrass me. So Bayley had enough. She attacked Sasha Banks, and it was her and Sasha Banks going at it. That's when Sonya Deville and Amy Rose they came in. And they took that opportunity to their advantage. Sonya Deville kicked Bayley upside the head, and Amy Rose planned Sasha Banks with the same kind of maneuver. I don't know what kind of maneuver she would call that move, but it looks similar to to what Michelle McCool used to do. Similar to that. Some kind of pedigree flat driver maneuver or something. But anyway, yeah, Absolution had the last laugh. And yeah, all 4 of those women will be the part of the first ever Fabulous Moolah over the top Battle Royal at WrestleMania. I don't know if we're going to do that match in the kickoff show or at WrestleMania, but we are going to have 2 Battle Royals. We're going to have the Fabulous Moolah Battle Royal and the traditional Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. So then we move on to the next match. And the next match, I say it's a 5-star match. And this is building up for momentum at WrestleMania. It was my boy Finn Balor going up against the architect Seth Rollins. Both competitors were evenly matched, and The Miz is setting guest commentary. Now, I want to go ahead and say congratulations to The Miz for giving birth to a beautiful baby girl. I want to say congrats to him and his wife Maurice. Congrats to you, Mariz, even though you're still an a-hole at times. But hey, it's a serious time. And he did explain to Michael Cole how he held his baby in his arms, how she was crying and all, and how he explained that it melted his heart. So that shows that The Miz in real life has a compassionate side. So Miz, once again, congrats to you. He was watching a 5-star match between Finn Balor and Seth Rollins, and in the end, Seth Rollins hit the stomp on Finn Balor for the 1, 2, 3, and now the score is even because a couple of weeks ago Finn Balor picked up a win against Seth Rollins, and this past Monday Seth Rollins decided to return the favor. So that match, out of all the matches on Monday Night Raw, was a good 5-star match, and I cannot wait to see those 3 go at it this Sunday at WrestleMania for the Intercontinental Championship. And we move on to what happened next. Oh yeah, another momentum building match, which is another 3-star match. We have Goldust going up against Matt Hardy, and both participants are going to be in the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. It was a pretty good standard 3-star match. Matt Hardy deleted Goldust with a twist of fate, which led to the 1, 2, 3. And then the Bar wanted to make a promo saying it doesn't matter who Braun Strowman's partner is going to be at WrestleMania. At the end of the day, they said that we will show Braun Strowman and your partner that we don't just set the bar, we are the bar. And then Braun Strowman comes out and says, "You're right about one thing. When it comes to playing well with others, you are absolutely right. But I did find myself a partner." So Braun Strowman decided to have a little fun. He said, "My partner wants to have a match with one of you guys right now." And Sheamus said, hey, normally I would disagree with the crowd because the crowd was chanting, yes, yes, yes. Sheamus said, normally I would disagree with the crowd, but if it means revealing who your partner is, you're on. So Braun Strowman said, "Good, I'll go get him. And by the way, he's very much like me, just a little different." So Braun Strowman goes in the back, and then he comes out wearing this white professor shirt and these glasses, right? And he says, "My brother is Braun, I'm Brains, and I'm about to come down there and knock yours out of your head." So when he said that, I was like, oh, I get it. Brains and Braun. I get it. Braun and Brains. I'm like, okay, I get it. I can hit Braun Strowman. So he comes out to the ring, takes off his coat and glasses at Africa. You know, I can't pull this straight up any longer. The Bar, Sheamus and Cesaro try to jump Braun Strowman, but Braun Strowman showing how strong he is. He fought off both men, and I hope he finds a partner at WrestleMania because he really does need a tag team partner. And all I can say is I hope it is not Jason Jordan. It's got to be someone cool. It's got to be someone who the WWE Universe loves. So now, moving on to the next thing that happened. What happened next? Trying to think. What happened next? Oh, yeah. John Cena had made one last attempt to try to summon the Undertaker. He even got the whole crowd. He got the whole crowd of Atlanta, Georgia, all fired up, calling out the Undertaker's name. But sadly, there was no Undertaker. So John Cena accepted the fact that he's gonna go to WrestleMania as a fan. He will go to WrestleMania as a fan. He's just disappointed that no Undertaker, no match, nothing. But guys, I've been hearing rumors on social media. Since Kid Rock, right, is going to be inducted into this Friday's Hall of Fame, right? And now, all Hall of Famers show up at WrestleMania, right? They show up at WrestleMania, of course. And we all know Kid Rock's going to be there. Guys, if you guys remember back when The Undertaker was the American Badass and Kid Rock played his song, guys, I would not be surprised, right, if John Cena's in the crowd talking or he comes in the ring talking, saying, "What's up, WrestleMania?" I would not be surprised when you see Kid Rock singing a song, The American Badass. Guys, I would not be, actually, you know what, I would be very shocked and very surprised when I see Kid Rock singing that American Badass song. That means The Undertaker is there, and he'll be coming out American Badass with his motorcycle and all, just like how he used to back in 2000 and early 2000. So all I can say is, be ready for The Undertaker. Now, what else happened next? I'm trying to remember what happened. Oh yeah. We can't forget about Elias. Can't forget about that guy. He told us all he's going to have a grand performance at WrestleMania, which we don't know. I mean, I thought it was going to be part of the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal too. Or maybe he may be Braun Strowman's partner. I really don't know. But he had a match against Heath Slater. I would give that match 2.5 stars. I mean, it was okay, but Elias picks up a win and all. Yeah, it was okay. And then what else happened next? I mean, the Monday Night Raw was mostly talking about how WrestleMania can go down and all. Now, there's something else I'm trying to remember. Oh yeah, I want to talk about what Nia Jax had to say about her exclusive interview. How she is actually proud of how she looks. Even though she's big. She knows she's big. She knows she's different from everyone else. But she's proud of the fact. She knows that she's strong. She knows she's powerful. And she told Alexa Bliss at WrestleMania, "I'm going to squash you like a bug." Hey, Nia Jax is big. But hey, I'm not. But hey, me personally, hey, if I were to tell her personally straight up, I would say, sweetie, I'm not paying attention to your big body. I'm paying attention to your beautiful face, because I would say, Nia, do you remember the times when you come into your entrance, the first thing we see after the Titantron is your beautiful face and you're all smiles and stuff? I mean, yo, honestly, your face and your smile is so beautiful. I'm not even paying attention to your body fat. Like, for real. I'm not even paying attention to that, for real. So, yeah. And then we had a tag team match. It was Mickie James and Alexa Bliss going up against a team of Dana Brooke and Asuka. I give that match 4 stars. Dana Brooke was mostly in the match most of the time. Mickie James and Alexa Bliss kept tagging in and out until Dana Brooke found an opening. She finally tagged in Asuka. Alexa Bliss tagged in Mickie James. Asuka's like, okay, you know what? It's go time. So in the end, Asuka took out Mickie James, took out Alexa Bliss. Mickie James went to the top turnbuckle to do her patented high risk maneuver. Asuka ducked, snuck behind her, hit her with the Oscar lock. Mickie James tapped out, and then Alexa Bliss, being a sore loser, she jumped Asuka. Mickie James jumped Asuka, and then that's when beautiful Nia Jax came out, had Alexa Bliss by the hair, but Mickie James took one for the team. She got Samoan drop, and she stared dead on. And I mean, she stared dead on at Alexa Bliss, saying, "Hey, I'm coming for you and the title." Now, then last but not least, Kurt Angle told both Paul Heyman and Roman Reigns, let's not cause each other's injuries between Lesnar and Roman Reigns, because he still wants the match to go on at WrestleMania. So Kurt Angle told Paul Heyman, don't say anything that would antagonize Roman Reigns to come down to the ring. And then he told Roman Reigns the exact same thing, saying, you know, I don't care about you, and I don't care about your little peace treaty. By the way, you need to go ahead and take your peace treaty down in the same pawn shop where you sold your gold medals. When he said that, I was like, ooh, Strowman. I mean Roman. I'm like, oh, Roman. No, you did not just do that. So at the end of the show, Paul Heyman, he comes out with Brock Lesnar, and there was a wall of Raw superstars making a wall between the ring and the entrance ramp, just in case Roman Reigns did came down. But Paul Heyman, of course, he can't be trusted. He has some smart things to say about Roman Reigns, and he spoke the truth, saying at WrestleMania, you'll be conquered, you'll be victimized, and then you have to go home to your family. You have to tell your wife, your kids, your father, your cousins, how you got beaten, victimized, and conquered by Brock Lesnar. So, and before WrestleMania, should Brock Lesnar get injured, tweak his knee, get injured during a sparring match, slip on a banana peel, and then you win the Universal Championship, you will never see me and my client here on Monday Night Raw again. But the fact of the matter is this, Roman Reigns, and this is the truth. You might as well accept defeat, because let's face it, the truth is, you ain't the big dog, and this ain't your yard. The truth is, you're just Brock's bitch. I was like, oh boy. Roman Reigns came out, and the wall of superstars was blocking Roman Reigns until he said this, really guys, all you full-timers are going to protect that part-time bastard? Think about it, guys. And then the superstars, they thought about it, and they also thought about what Paul Heyman had to say, that there's not a superstar back there or around the world that could lace up Brock Lesnar's boots. So they all just stepped to the side, to the left, to the right, and say, you know, hey, go for it. So Roman Reigns comes out, he comes in the ring, and Brock Lesnar said, think about it, boy. Think about it. He comes in the ring still. Brock Lesnar goes out of the ring looking like he's getting ready to leave the ring, but he grabs a steel chair, and Roman Reigns was prepared. 5 Superman punches. 5 Superman punches which took Brock Lesnar out. Roman Reigns grabbed the Universal title, held it up, but he took his eye off Brock Lesnar for a moment. Not even 5 Superman punches can take down Brock Lesnar. So he got up, he had 5 Roman Reigns, took his title and left, and that's how we ended Monday Night Raw. So I would give Monday Night Raw, the last Monday Night Raw before WrestleMania, I would give that 4.5 stars. Now let's go on to talk about SmackDown Live. Daniel Bryan. We kick this off with the SmackDown General Manager, Daniel Bryan, who introduced and welcomed back Shane McMahon after being hospitalized after suffering in a hernia. And those two on the same page. They apologized to each other, and Daniel Bryan did say this, and it's true. The only way for two guys to really sell their differences is to hug it out. And Shane McMahon wanted to shake his hand, and Dan Bryan's like, Shane, I just shook your hand 2 minutes ago. And he said, Nashville don't want to see a handshake. They want to see a hug. And Sharon Man said, I appreciate it, but I'm not that much of a hugger. And the crowd was chanting, hug it out, hug it out, hug it out. So Sharon Man's like, okay, bring it in. He gives him a hug, and he said that actually kind of worked. So now we are on the same page, and they also made a promo saying that, after Sharon Man said, damn, Brian, I personally want to thank you for reinstating Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, because of WrestleMania, we're going to rid the cancer once and for all, and make sure that those guys not get rehired and stay fired off of SmackDown Live. So those guys are ready. And later on during the show, Kevin Owens and Daniel Bryan, they came out and they crashed the show. And then I forgot what they said, but then Daniel Bryan and Shane McMahon said, "Okay, you know what? You guys want to go ahead? I'm glad you guys are out here, because you guys want to go ahead and sing that type of tune. Well, the type of tune that we'll be singing at the WrestleMania is this: na 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 na, na 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 na." Hey, 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 goodbye. So, then we kick things off with the first match of SmackDown, which I would say is a 5-star match. It's Charlotte versus Natalya. Now, Charlotte has come back from injury, and she needed a warm-up match before her match against Asuka for the SmackDown Women's Championship at WrestleMania. And Natalya gave her a pretty good, hard-earned fight, which, like I said before, I would give that match 5 stars. And after Natalya hit that natty by nature, and Charlotte capitalized with a clause of her own, Miss Fabulous, Miss Money in the Bank, Carmella decide, hey, this is a perfect opportunity for me to cash the Money in the Bank. So she calls a second referee to come out, right? Even though she didn't really need to, because there's already a referee in there. All she had to do was run in, tell the ref, I'm cashing my Money in the Bank. So that's what she screwed up at. And then Charlotte saw that Carmella was gonna cash the Money in the Bank, and Charlotte was like, oh no, sweetie, you're not gonna ruin my match with Asuka at WrestleMania. So she kicked the briefcase. Carmella got upset. She tried to attack Charlotte. Charlotte fought back with a kick in the face. Natalya tried a schoolboy roll-up pinfall. Charlotte kicked out. She speared Natalya, locked in the figure 8, which made Natalya tap out. So Charlotte becomes the victor. Oh, but her victory got cut short when the Empress of Tomorrow decides to come out and tell Charlotte that at WrestleMania you will bow down to the Empress, because no one is ready for it. And then Charlotte takes the microphone and says, oh, I'm ready. The question is, are you ready? And then they both look at the WrestleMania sign. Neither one of those two attacked each other. They were going to save it at WrestleMania. But then again, I remembered at the Mixed Match Challenge finals, it was Asuka with her teammate, The Miz, Intercontinental Champion, facing the team of Charlotte and Bobby Roode, right? So they didn't have to wait long to get their hands at each other, but I'll talk about that in a minute. So, the next match that went down was Jinder Mahal, who got introduced by one of the Singh brothers, going up against Rusev, being introduced by Aiden English. And I say, when it comes to introductions, Aiden English won that one. And that match between Rusev and Jinder Mahal, I would give that match a good 4 stars. It was brutal. It was physical, but in the end, Rusev Day prevailed. I was rooting for Rusev to prevail. And Bobby Roode was, he was sitting in a guest commentator, right, watching the match. And while Rusev was celebrating his victory over Jinder Mahal, in comes the United States Champion, RKO and Rusev from out of nowhere. Aiden English jumps Randy Orton, right? He jumps him. He stands back in the corner. He hops aboard the second turnbuckle like he's going to do some kind of jumping maneuver. Bobby Roode comes to the apron, pushes Aiden English off the turnbuckle, and while Aiden English was hopping towards Randy Orton face first, Randy Orton said, "Come here," drops him of an RKO in midair. I was like, oh man. Then Bobby Roode comes in the ring with Randy Orton's United States Championship, but he did not put his hands on Randy Orton. He gives Randy Orton the championship as a sign of respect, saying, "Hey, I'm not gonna attack you. I'm gonna wait and save my energy at WrestleMania." Also, not to mention, I have a tag team match later on tonight in the Mixed Match Challenge Finals. So, moving on to the next match. What else happened? I'm trying to think what else happened. Trying to think what else happened. Oh yeah, then we had the New Day, who was telling all of us, which I'm going to tell you guys right now, if you guys have not ordered the WWE Never Before, this is your chance to order it. All you got to do is go online, sign up. It won't cost you nothing, but if they ask for your credit card information, go ahead and give it to them. It will not cost you this month. Once you, like I said before in one of my other videos, once you make that payment, it's free. It is free. I guarantee you, because you're a new subscriber. Me, I'm not a new subscriber. I paid $9.99 a month on my account, which is worth it. But if you're new, and the New Day says WrestleMania is free, Hall of Fame is free, Takeover New Orleans is free, I guarantee y'all that it is free. So the New Day was pulling out cell phones, tablets, and laptops out of trousers, and then the Usos saying, "Oh yeah, it will be free for subscribers to watch WrestleMania, but you and the Bludgeon Brothers have to pay a toll this Sunday at WrestleMania. Welcome to the Uso Penitentiary." And then the New Day's like, "You guys are going to win WrestleMania." They started laughing and all, and they all were talking beef until the Bludgeon Brothers, they came with their mallets, and you know what, I'm going to pretend this is a mallet right here. And Luke Harper was like, "Yeah!" He hits the camera, knocks it down. I was like, damn, that's something. So, we went on to the next match. It was an 8-man tag team match, which I didn't pay that much attention to because it was like a 3-star match. It was one of the Kalua brothers teaming up with Dolph Ziggler, Mojo Rawley, and Baron Corbin up against a team of Fandango, Tyler Breeze, Zack Ryder, and the Perfect 10, Ty Dillinger, which all 8 men will be a part of the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. In the end of the match, Baron Corbin hits the End of Days onto Fandango, which led to the 1, 2, 3. He goes out to the ring, and he looks at the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal trophy, which he won before, and he signifies he's going to win again. And now, on to the main event. Shelton Benjamin and Chad Gable goes up against the team of Shinsuke Nakamura and AJ Styles. Now, before the match, AJ Styles had this to say about Nakamura. They fought each other at the Tokyo Dome, and now this Sunday they're going to fight each other in the Superdome. But the reality is, I want to beat Shinsuke Nakamura. And Nakamura, before the match, had this to say that I know AJ. I know him quite well. And I know that he is very emotional. And because of that, he will make a mistake. And when he does, I will be WWE champion. All thanks to knee to face. So, while those two had those things to say about each other, they were tag team partners in a 4-star match against Chad Gable and Shelton Benjamin. And in the end of the match, AJ Styles could have tagged in Shinsuke Nakamura, but Shinsuke Nakamura during the match, he did all the work. And when AJ Styles got in, he decided to do some work of his own, and he could have tagged in Nakamura right then and there, but he hopped over the apron right next to Nakamura, looking at Nakamura, and he wanted to send Nakamura a strong message. So he hits Chad Gable with a phenomenal forearm, which led to the 1-2-3, which pretty much saying, Nakamura, that's going to be you at WrestleMania. So while Nakamura and AJ Styles were celebrating, AJ took his title and left. Nakamura got jumped by Chad Gable and Shelton Benjamin. And then AJ Styles decided to come in. He decides to come in. Hold on a second, I'm doing the video. He decides to come in. And he helps Shinsuke Nakamura because he did not want anything bad to happen to Nakamura. But then AJ Styles, he goes to the apron once again, and he jumped, wanted to hit the phenomenal forearm on Nakamura, but then he stopped and he paused for a second. And I'm like, oh, I know what you're doing. Because last week, when Nakamura looked like he was going to give AJ Styles a Kinshasa, Nakamura stopped and patted his head. This week, AJ Styles saying, hey, two can play this game. He looked like he was going to get the phenomenal forearm, but he stopped. And he patted Nakamura in the head. He walks out with a smile on his face. And then Nakamura smiled for a little bit, but then he had a little frustration face on him saying, oh, okay, you want to do that to me? You want to mock me? Oh, okay, I see how it is. I see exactly how it is. So, guys, I'm so sorry that this video is so long. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up by saying, thanks for watching this video. Hit that like, hit the subscribe button, hit the comments down below and tell me what you guys think. Who you guys think is going to win at WrestleMania. Now, I'm going to do my predictions on Sunday before WrestleMania. And tonight, we go on to NXT, which I already know is going to happen in NXT. I can tell you guys this right now. During the match between Killian Dane and Lars Sullivan, all the men who's going to compete in the ladder match for the NXT North American Championship. Let's see. Killian Dane, Lars Sullivan, Adam Cole, baby, the Velveteen Dream, and EC3 will come in the ring. And then last but not least, Ricochet will come in. He'll make his presence felt. And those 6 men are going to stare each other down. Now, Aleister Black, I don't know what he's going to do, but I saw a training video of him preparing for NXT TakeOver New Orleans. He talks about how he hits the bags over and over and over again until callousness forms in his legs. And he said he cannot rest knowing that the Serpent Selena Vega will be in Andrade Loma's corner trying to screw Aleister Black. So my prediction is this: Aleister Black is gonna come in NXT TakeOver New Orleans, a different man. And I know for a fact he will become the NXT champion. And if I'm wrong, then you know what? Then that sucks. That sucks for me being wrong. Which I hope I'm not wrong. I hope I'm right, because Aleister Black, no one's ever beat him in one-on-one competition. The only time that he lost was in the Fatal 4-Way match, but it wasn't his fault. It was the Undisputed Era's fault for screwing him off. So I cannot wait to see what happens on NXT tonight, which I'll be back later on to do a very short video on NXT. So that being said, you guys, thanks for watching this video. I'll be back later on tonight. And if you guys don't already know, you can find me on social media. You can find me on Facebook and Instagram as Chaz the Hitman Styles. And you can find me on Twitter as Hitman Styles 1, even though I'm not the Phenomenal 1. That title will always belong to the Phenomenal AJ Styles. So guys, tune in later on tonight. I'll be back for my second video of the night. Until then, guys, peace. And I'm sorry that this video is so freaking long, but I had to get both results of Monday Night Raw and SmackDown out of the way. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And once again, I'm sorry for it being for so long. Okay. I'm sorry, guys. But if you guys like it, here's a too sweet for you guys. Bam. Peace. I'm out.